Do you remember where you were on September 11th, 2001? For so many of us, it's a moment seared into our memories. I was just getting my day started, completely unaware that the world as we knew it was about to change forever. That clear, blue Tuesday morning started like any other, but it ended as a day that would redefine a generation. The initial reports were confusing. A plane had hit the World Trade Center in New York City. An accident, we thought. Then, the second plane hit, and in that horrifying moment, the world stopped. It wasn't an accident. This was an attack. We watched, glued to our screens, as smoke billowed into that perfect blue sky. We saw the images from the Pentagon, and we heard the heroic story of Flight 93, where ordinary people did something extraordinary. It felt surreal, like a movie, but the shock, the fear, and the heartbreak were all too real. In the hours and days that followed, a thick fog of grief and uncertainty settled over the nation. The bustling streets of New York fell silent. The skies were empty of planes, and a collective sense of vulnerability washed over everyone. It was a feeling we had never experienced on such a scale. The world felt fragile, broken. But then, something incredible started to happen. Amidst the dust and despair, a different kind of spirit began to emerge. It was a spirit of unity. Strangers helped strangers. Lines to donate blood stretched for blocks. People stood on highway overpasses, waving American flags, not in a display of aggression, but in a quiet, powerful show of solidarity. Political differences, social divides, all of it just melted away. We weren't Democrats or Republicans. We weren't defined by our jobs or our backgrounds. We were just Americans, and we were all in it together. I remember seeing firefighters, police officers, and paramedics running towards the danger, not away from it. Their faces were covered in soot, etched with exhaustion, but they didn't stop. They were driven by a profound sense of duty and a love for their fellow human beings. These first responders became a living symbol of courage. They were a testament to the fact that even in humanity's darkest hour, the light of bravery and self-sacrifice can shine through. They ran into collapsing buildings to save lives, many never to return. Their sacrifice is a debt we can never repay, a lesson in heroism that we must never forget. And it wasn't just the professionals. Everyday people became heroes. Volunteers from all over the country drove to New York, to Washington, D.C., to Shanksville, Pennsylvania, just to ask, how can I help? They handed out water. They helped clear debris. They offered a shoulder to cry on. Communities held candlelight vigils. Houses of worship opened their doors to all, and people simply checked in on their neighbors. There was a shared compassion, a collective empathy that bound us together. In the face of unimaginable hate, America responded with an outpouring of love. This was the America I saw in the days after 9/11. An America that was wounded, but unbreakable. An America that was grieving, but resilient. That period taught me so much. It taught me about the resilience of the human spirit. It showed me that in the worst of times, you can often see the very best in people. But the most powerful lesson, the one that has stuck with me every single day since, is a simple one: appreciate today. Appreciate this very moment, because life can change in an instant. On September 10th, thousands of people went to bed expecting a normal Wednesday. They had plans. They were going to close a business deal, celebrate a birthday, pick their kids up from school, or maybe just have a quiet dinner at home. They had no idea that tomorrow would never come, or that it would be their last normal day. That tragedy stripped away our illusion of certainty. It was a brutal reminder that nothing is guaranteed. The future is a promise, not a fact. All we truly have is now. So, how do we honor the memory of those we lost? How do we carry forward the lessons of that day? We do it by living more fully. We do it by not taking our days for granted. Think about it. How often do we get caught up in trivial frustrations? We let small things steal our joy, forgetting the incredible gift that is a new day. It taught us to hold our loved ones a little tighter, to say I love you more often, to mend broken fences. It's about finding the beauty in the ordinary. It should be our default setting. That sense of looking out for one another, of seeing our common humanity before our differences, that's the legacy we should strive to uphold. Let's not wait for a crisis to remind us of what's important. Let's make every single day count, because as we learned in the most painful way possible, tomorrow is never guaranteed. If this story resonated with you, please consider sharing it.